Welcome to the Love Movement Podcast. I'm kind of excited. I'm a little nervous interviewing this young man. He's one of the hottest to do the thing. And we enjoying what we do. I got the money minded Toya Capri, and I got the hottest goddess, Lady Z, with me, and we got this momentum. I mean, he gives us momentum. So you know, and that's what it's all about. But before we get into his story and before we have those ladies with the blues cruise, they said it was a success.
Okay,
They had 2 buses. So I don't know if somebody called from our show to get on the bus, but they had 2 buses.
Of course they got the referral from the Love Movement. Oh,
okay, you go ahead and go. But right now they're in Memphis.
Okay.
So whoever didn't go to Memphis, they're in Memphis. But the 31st of May to the 2nd of June, they still got tickets and rooms are still available for May, Minnesota.
Okay.
So you got the world's largest mall and all of that good stuff. So you can call Jackie at 708-692-3787 or call Tangi at 708-600-4343. Now the 717 is doing good things now. They got that backyard party open again. So you could sit about 100 people in the backyard, and you know, they got a smaller reception on the inside. Then they got a cigar bar, cigar lounge, and then they got the outside.
Okay.
So they're doing great things, and everything is gonna work out. So then you got the Blue Note. You can book for all kind of events. They got the repasses, parties, birthday parties, whatever you want to do. They have events that you can book right there. And then you got the view. Oh my God. Y'all just don't know. Mother's Day was off the chain.
Yes.
We had Ronnie G there, and Lord have mercy. He turned it out. The young girls wasn't ready for him. But the mothers,
they didn't know who he was, probably.
No, they didn't. But listen, they started turning them cameras on after he was walking up on them, blowing that horn in their ears, and they was like, I was saying, okay, that's what it's all about. But they brought their parents, the people that did know about it. It was very, very, very nice. So we had a good time there. And then we got Viola Shy. They have specials every day, every day. So you could go in and get your discounts. You could come and see me. I got some discount papers too. And we just having some fun. So then you also got Broadview, Juneteenth, 14th through the 16th of June. They're celebrating their Juneteenth. And you can give them a call.
Make sure you give a full detail, because Mayor Katrina Thompson told me to tell you.
Now I'm gonna let you give a full detail. It's right here. It says the 14th through the 16th.
Where we at with it?
That is.
Okay.
Now what did it say?
Calling all vendors.
See,
they do have an open opportunity for vendors. So they are still looking for vendors. Goddess Accessories will be, I wouldn't say in the building because we might be outside.
Yeah, you're going to be outside.
It's from June 14th through the 16th. Make sure you call the village if you are interested in becoming a vendor. And
and the number you should call is 708.
Sorry, look at me.
708-3600 extension
708-681-3600.
Right, you got me going fast.
Extension 259.
But anyway, that's okay. Extension 259. That's what we're doing. We're enjoying life and we're having fun. And last week, Byron Banks, and the week before that, Ivana Miles, they really blessed our show. They gave us some. It's something about Ivana that her she vibrant. She just got this like. And you look at her, you just start smiling like you get in a daze or something. Like this girl, and Byron was so laid back, and yes. But the AK connection, all of that, they gave us a beautiful thing that we should embrace. And if you got kids and you want to get into sports programs, but he has a photography company that does the tricks with the game. They got like the girl laying on the floor, and it's like six basketballs on her back, and all that kind of stuff, and then fire, and it's a beautiful thing. But this week we got proms and graduations. So who going to prom and who going to graduation?
Well, I got an 8th grader, so she's graduating.
Okay.
She has a dance tomorrow. Matter of fact, she is at the hair salon. So as soon as I leave here, I got to pick her up.
Gotta go.
We've been on the go all day long, getting her pampered. So
and I want to shout out to Ginger Norman. She makes dresses, for prom dresses and stuff like that, and she a beast at the game.
That's what's up.
Marquita. She does the faces,
Marquita
and all of that.
Yeah.
And this boy Trevor Black,
sir.
he got all the cars.
Got the fleet.
He got the fleet,
the fleet,
and
the chicken truck.
You'll get it.
You know who else told me they got a truck and they're doing it for prom and graduations is Dave.
Uncle Dave. Yeah, I did a little thing on Uncle Dave. He said, "Man, you see my truck?" And I went outside, man. It's a beautiful thing. Him and Trevor doing their thing.
I just love to see us out here. We outside.
We just want to enjoy life and have fun. So, and one of the things that we've been doing, the hot topics that we're finna get back into. We came up with the DePaul protest. Did y'all see that this morning on the news? Well, DePaul was protesting. Well, all of the schools, the Palestinian protests. They're for Palestinian, but they're protesting against the United States for giving Israel all that money. So this morning, I guess they had an impasse, and there was some problems with the university and the protesters. And DePaul chancellor, he shut it down. The presidency shut it down, but it was pretty peaceful. But what do you think about that protest in general, all across the country?
Across the country, I'm big on peace.
Closer to the mic.
Get closer. There we go. I'm big on peace across the board. I'm with fair justice being served on. I'm never been one that focused in on color of skin. That never have been a thing for me. But as a young man, brown skinned and coming up, I would get treated in a way that made me recognize how evil people can be because of your color of skin. I believe in fair.
Yeah.
Fair is across the board. When it don't move me here and it move my heart to hurt, something ain't right with it.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the things that they're protesting. This leading up to the National Democratic Convention that's going to be here in Chicago, because the United States is giving Israel a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of power, or whatever the case might be. And some people have to wonder, why are they giving them so much? Because of the resources, because of the oil.
And I think also what you have to consider with protest of any kind is you have to have an objective. So if the money has already been spent, are they trying to prohibit them from spending more money, or what is the objective? I'm protesting to tell you that I disagree with how you handle something, right? It's happened already. So what is my real objective after the fact?
Okay.
It's what I would want to know.
And then, and at the same time, you're saying, what's really going on? So are we investing into the future of their oil, of their resources? Why are we giving them so much, and then not the Palestinians and the other countries? We're giving away money, and
it's a rabbit hole. You know that,
okay?
Right?
Okay.
It's always something deeper, right?
Okay.
And we're approaching an election season. Like, all of this is kind of conspiracy based, but I think that it's a.
But I'm a conspiracy theorist.
But it's a deeper rabbit hole. Yeah. It's not just on the surface what we know. They're in bed with one another somehow.
Okay.
Right.
So we'll figure it out. We'll find out who's lying. And then even you got Cohen testifying against Trump right now. I used to call him 45, but I'm gonna call him Trump because he playing the Trump card. That's what he is. He's that joker. He's that ace. He's that Trump card, and he's using it. And I want to see how it works for him. If that makes sense.
Are you a Trump fan?
No, I'm not a Trump fan. But what I'm saying is I want to see how he plays the game.
Yeah.
Because the way he's playing the game, that'll make him the winner.
But you got to understand the state of this country, that a person that has done the things that he has done how he can even have a fraction of a chance of becoming the next president, you got to understand the state we're in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there, she just said it all. That was my biggest thing. Like, how? I'm thinking of this, and like I said, I'm not prejudiced by any means. If Obama had did half of the things that they're allowing Trump to do, or not even allowing, he's done, how long would Obama be here?
As they say, cream gets the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Yeah, that's what it is. It's about the money.
and
he got the bread to do it.
That's what it is. So see, and that's what I'm watching.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing. Is just like, just watch it play out.
Yeah.
Watch the whole thing play out and see which way it's turning, because now I've heard on the news today that they have 2 debates coming up, that they Trump and Biden. So I mean, you get a bite out of 1 apple or 2 apples, and they're not, neither one of them are favorites for me. Biden was just as rotten as Trump, and back in his day,
the lesser of the 2 evils.
There you go, and that's what we would call it. So we got it. We got that. We'll see how it plays out and see how it goes. But I asked a question yesterday.
Oh Lord!
Oh, there we go. See, I asked the question yesterday on Facebook. I said, "Is it cheating if 2 people are in the bed having sex and one of them are thinking about somebody else?"
Oh God!
Where did you get this question from?
For me, having nothing to do all day, just laying up in the house, looking at different programs and stuff.
That's how I be looking. Here come them retired questions.
Yeah. But I'm looking at different programs, and they're asking all these crazy questions. And then I said, man, wait, let me ask this question.
What that is? Them weed smoking. That's what that is. You was having a session.
I didn't have that. I didn't have none yet. But then when I did have something, it got deeper. you know the guy that Carlos Miller. I saw him from Wild 'N Out, whatever. He said he smoked some weed one day and he's just tripping. He said, "Is it okay to wear house shoes?"
I was just about to say something about that. I was like, yeah, you one of them.
He said, "What color is a mirror?"
That's the weed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm ahead. I'm going to give it to you like that.
But yeah, you asked Mo. Mo is a married man now, so let's see.
No, well, I mean,
perspective is different
we did. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But I was just asking, is that cheating if you're having sex with somebody? And
what was your response at first?
My response is no.
Okay. Well,
because I like Deidre Tate's response more important. She said, some people fantasize about having sex with a celebrity.
Yeah.
And you got to accept that. You got to welcome that. Holly Berry for me, or, Mary J. Blige, or Angela Bassett. You like, man, not saying that I did it, but I understood what she was saying.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, big bro?
I feel in the mental, when you think some things out, you start, I'm saying me, I can't talk for the world.
Right.
If I think on something too long, I'm going to want to act on certain things. Mm-hmm. So if I take that in and it's cheating to me because I'm mentally checked out some kind of way with whatever situation I'm in.
You say checked out. I like that.
Checked out.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way. And when I check out too long, I'm going to check, You're going
to check in somewhere.
Check them cheeks.
I love Angela. That's one of my top of all days.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett, Neil Long.
Yeah.
Holly, kind of fell off for me a
little bit. Yeah. Well, I got a whole list of them, but I stopped at that point because I didn't want to get involved in anybody else's business. I ain't want them coming at me, So, right. But yeah, that's interesting, and some people had some great answers, and some people said no, but they didn't explain. But some people said yes, in the form of cheating. If I'm laying in the bed with somebody else and they're thinking about somebody else, well, maybe them thinking about somebody else is what turned them on to you.
Yeah.
Because
I was going to say
that. Hear my thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
And listen
you
here,
expose your
as
thoughts,
long as we
man.
keep the party going and everybody is satisfied, we keep the momentum going, and then we good.
Momentum, there he is. He in the building, y'all. Momentum is in the building. If y'all got any questions for Momentum, 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953.
What's
But
up, nephew?
That's the power of having a brother of his resources and his depth of thought, because when you sit down and you understand how it goes, and you try to relate to it on
We got a caller, y'all.
Listen here, he be so.
Hello, welcome to the Love Line. This is Chris Brown, the Musty Man.
What's going on, Chris Brown, and all of your guests today? So I just happen to be.
Well, hey, first slow down. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. You jumped in there.
I'm getting to that. I am one sister to another family of intellectual radio. So I happen to be a pastor, sister, all of that. And I love me some Chris Brown because I grew up under him. Let me say this. The Bible says, people, that so a man thinketh, so is he. That young man that was sitting right to the left of you, I agree with him wholeheartedly. He said, if I think about it too long, I'm going to go strong. So at the end of the day, here's what I'm trying to figure out. And I'm a divorcee now. I didn't divorce him. He wanted to leave, so I pressed the button, right, after 27 years. But I'm going to get married again while I'm still young and I still look good.
That.
But I want to know, if I'm married to this man or I'm with someone and I'm fantasizing about someone else, what does that say about my pleasure level with the person that I'm with? Me, I'm talking particularly with my situation about being married now, because I've not been single for 27 years. I've been single now for going on 4 years, but I'm just saying, if I'm with somebody already, I'm married to somebody, or even if you're coupled up with somebody, what does that really say about your pleasure level with the person you're with? And can I hang up to hear you guys' answers? I'm at Hellfield at American right now.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you good.
Okay, so you don't have to hang up, but if you want to, I mean, to listen to the show, it'll probably be better. Okay,
good.
All right,
that
so
good.
but listen,
okay, love y'all.
great question.
Y'all.
You Angela Day? Are you Angela Johnson?
I'm Angela, formerly Angela Johnson, now Angela Smith.
Okay. Angela. Tell him how long we've been together. Tell him how long we've been back.
Oh my God, I'm 59 now. Chris is older than I am. Bye.
She gonna put that out there.
Listen. Angie, that's a great question.
She has some good energy too.
Awesome question. And people use the Bible. So as a man thinketh, so is he. So meaning a man or a woman, whatever they think it, there's he. But a lot of people have imaginations, and you have to give that in order to be open. As far as I'm concerned, and to order to be open, people have imaginations, and sometimes it just happens like that, and it's not something that you're trying to do to be hurtful.
Yeah.
But what it is just, wow, this came across my mind. Mm-hmm. And when you say things that come across your mind, you don't have no control over that. So I don't know what you feel.
Man, I believe honesty is key. I mean, like she said, who gonna know my mind? If I'm keeping it to myself, that's cool. But I'm saying, as far as me keeping it to myself, won't be to myself too long, because I'm gonna take it in and I'm gonna feed that thing. Like they say, what you starve will die, what you feed will grow. And if you keep feeding that imagination, I'm a poet, so my imagination can run wild too.
Yeah, but see, that's why I'm glad we got you in the building.
With action, it runs. I can think a thing into being. If I think on it long enough. And what I mean with that, my wife will tell you all day long, I can sit at a certain restaurant and get a certain drink and make my mind go to Miami or wherever I want to be, where I had that drink first at, and I can go there. Give me my peace. But some people will call and, you in Chicago, you ain't went nowhere. Don't mess up my vibe. I'm in my mind telling myself I'm somewhere because I can't vacate right now because of the job or whatever. But I can take my mind there if I put myself in position. So in the same breath, take in too much of that, I'm gonna put myself in a bad position. So I'd rather not even entertain the thought as much. And mind control is a big thing. When you be able to control that muscle, as much, even with acting out. Like I used to have a bad temper, and one little thing could trigger that. Now I know my triggers. Nothing can trigger it but me. If I want to allow myself to go and fall off the edge and go deep in, that's on me now. I have enough mind power to say, man, go on with that nonsense. So especially with the world of internet, you got trollers that'll come on and try you all kind of ways. Because I done had a lot of walks of life, so my life now is a little bit straighter than it used to be. They want me to go crooked.
They slight in competition, hidden competition with you. Exactly. And then they got things they want to say. Yeah. They don't know that the Facebook is just like the allegorical settings that you don't understand, but you want to make it right for you. This is your page. This is your program. Right. So you want to make everything right for you. And I get that.
And that's the thing, though. Once I throw it out there, I know it's going to come with everything.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that.
Right.
So I fool with it accordingly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I go on it, do what I need to do and get off it.
Angie, listen, thank you. That was a great question. I hope we answered it in a way that's respectful, because everybody, think differently and everybody don't think the same. And some people have fantasies or however you want to look at it or whatever the case might be. And we look at things different, but that don't make you right or wrong. That makes you a person that thinks different, because I feel certain things about the Bible or about a topic or whatever the case might be. That don't make me right or wrong, because I don't think when allegorical things come into play, it's not about right or wrong. It's not about who's that person that's right. It's about what you believe or how you think. And I respect everybody for how they think. I was in Dubai and I sit there with the Muslims and I sit there with the Hindus or whatever. Muslims don't believe that Jesus Christ is the Messiah. They believe he's the prophet. Are they wrong? I wasn't back there when they wrote the Bible. The Bible was written many and revised many days and whatever. But what I'm saying is how we, I think on how I think and my resources. And I didn't come to this because when we were kids coming up, we were told to go to church. They didn't tell us why.
Right.
We were going to church. Am I
getting up,
correct?
we going because we going.
That's the Mama say, get your butt out that bed and you going to church. Yeah. But Daddy never said, son, sit down. This is how we doing. I'm talking about in my days.
Yeah.
I used to tell my kids on Christmas time, I say, well, to me, Christmas is about the gifts that they gave Jesus Christ when he was born or whatever the case might be. And that's what I taught. And then as I grow older, I grew out. When I grew older, I grew out of some of that thought process. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moms and dads,
yes,
listen, we got one of the hottest man to do the spoken word. I think I called him a assassin specialist yesterday because he's been killing the game and he's been killing it in a special way. And my girl, the hottest goddess, she got a relationship with him that. How did y'all get out?
I love Mo. Well, obviously, everybody know me. Well, I won't say everybody. I'm talking like Chris now. Everybody be watching me. Like I started off in music, obviously.
A jokester.
But then eventually, I got into poetry, and Mo was definitely top inspiration when it came to that. I remember. I think it was Sundance. She was hosting at the Touch of the Past, and she actually was having a debate with somebody, and somebody said to her that MCs were not poets. And I was like, nah, that's not true.
So break that down. MCs. When people say MC, for the people that's listening that might not understand how this thing go, MCs are not poet. What is an MC?
Well, that's what I was getting to. I feel like MC and poets are similar to each other. Obviously MCs have a little melody when behind the speaking per se, I would say, but at the end of the day, it's still poetry. And that's just what it is. Like I said, exactly.
That's my
DMX was a poet. Yep. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, they need to know that that's the same. Okay. And that's why from that day, I didn't consider myself as a poet. I will say that. At the time, I didn't know that there were similarities. So, but I said to myself, I got something that I do a cappella. I can make these folks think that I'm a poet. But at the end of the day, I really was a poet. So I wasn't tricking nobody. I was tricking myself because I didn't even know at the time. So that's what happened. I started doing poetry, and then I started kind of studying the scene. And obviously, if you into poetry now, and to me, you don't mention the greats, and Moe Mentum being one of them, I feel like you ain't in the game, or you're not studying it properly. You need to know who came before you. And respect the game, period. As Mo always say, respect the mic. But that's just what it is. But back to Mo. When I think of Mo, I think of God-fearing. He's inspirational. He's motivational. He's passionate. You can hear it in his voice every time he speaks. He's a genuine person. I know he spoke about having anger issues back then. I've never seen that side of him. So I would love for you to tell us how the young Mo evaporated into the new Mo today and how that changed your life.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I had no idea I'd be where I'm at right now. I didn't think I would even make it this far living wise from the things and the decisions I was making. I had people on my block would even tell me, you ain't gonna see 21. I'm glad to say I'm 52 now. Thanks to God on that level. But my inspiration came, I used to walk around. They thought I was crazy. I used to walk around the blocks just freestyling to myself because I was rapper first in my mind.
Yeah.
I had to sit back and observe the poetry scene for what it was because you too rappy. That ain't poetry. That's what they used to tell me.
Yeah.
And I hit the mic. I'm in the open list and wouldn't hit the mic. And that kind of did something for me. Like, man, you creating something. My temper was still kind of halfway in, halfway out.
8 miles.
Exactly. So I'm glad you said I was talking 8 miles too. Yeah. But short of the long, as I was coming up and doing things that led me in situations that I didn't really feel good about being in, though I liked the events that happened prior, I didn't like the after effect. The after effect, sitting in jail sometimes, just, making my mama upset. All those things hurt to a point where like, let me try to change something. So my change didn't come until I got a job. And my first job was working x-ray. When I was working x-ray on night shift. And it kept me having an excuse not to hang. Yeah. Oh, I got to go to work at midnight, Joe. I can't do this. So it was giving me an outlet at that time before poetry was an outlet. So when I got into the poetry scene and with the spoken word and all that, I had to find my niche. And once I found out how to do it with, like you say, without a beat, that beat was my everything. That's gonna hide my mess ups, my slip. Now I ain't with nothing. Yeah. I'm just straight out with the people. Now that I had the people listening, what can I do different from anybody else that's going to be okay with me? I got to make sure I'm intentionally putting something out there worth listening to. Right. I can't just be saying anything. I'm not a garbage individual. So I'm not big on just speaking trash just for the sake of the claps. If you never clap for me and I said all the important things I felt good about, I'm cool with that. I can go and leave and get in my car and feel peaceful. But if I said everything just for the moment, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be in the schools. I wouldn't be in none of that. And that's what really helped me. When my little brother, Justin, J-A-M, baby, Justin Allen Martin, he got killed in the same neighborhoods I was doing my stuff in. Right. So for me to go in that game and be able to come out of it and see, I led him down a path, not just per se really led him, but he was following Big Bro. And he got caught in a situation longer than I wanted him to. So for him losing his life to it, man, it'll do me no justice to just keep speaking something that's going to help that negative energy continue to evolve in my neighborhoods. So what can I do? Show brothers better than I can tell them. Right. I can't always just tell you the right thing and then go do the opposite. So on and off stage, I'm the same Negro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else we can say on here, but I'm that same guy. You know what I mean? I'm him.
Right. We just can't cuss. He got a quarter.
Yeah, job. And I don't do much of that. I don't do much of that, for the sake of, like I'm saying, I'm big on being the example setter. Yeah. Not just like Mama Brenda. Rest in peace to Mama Brenda. She's one of my mentors. Big on, she used to have us doing an exercise. We had a whole crowd. Every time we did a show, we'd tell everybody put their hand up like this, just like that. Y'all can do it too. Y'all can do it too. Right. And take your hand and put it on your chin. And everybody would do what they saw me do. I said chin.
Oh, right? Chin, right.
I'm on my
chin. You on it. But see that, but some people will follow what they see. And that's with youth. A lot of times people are saying, do this, do that. And they not following what you done said, they following your movement. So if daddy kept telling me, don't do this and don't do that, and I come home and I see daddy doing exactly what he told me not to do, who I'm following? I might not do it in front of daddy because he told me not to, but outside, I want to try what daddy doing. You feel what I'm saying? So that was my biggest thing. Be the image, show it, walk it, and talk it. And that's why I am able to say today, I'm still happy with who I am and who I've become. Right. I can't take my past, but they ain't going to take my path. And a lot of people try to throw your dirt thinking that you won't grow. Seeds grow in the dirt, don't they? Exactly. They grow regardless. So always like going back to what Chris was saying about the having no judgment on what people think, nobody's right or wrong situations. We got this saying that we say with the kids, don't yuck somebody else's yum. What may be yummy to you may be yuck to me, but I don't have to yuck it. In your, make you feel bad about, you like strawberry. I can't stand strawberry. We ain't on that. You know what I mean? Right. Do you?
You have a distinctive voice. Explain to the people, because I know the backstory, but explain to the people why you have this high pitch tone.
My voice has always been different from youth. I used to get bullied from 6th grade to 8th grade. As soon as I got to high school, the bully tried to follow me with situations. I used to get picked on for just speaking up because my voice is always has been raspy and always different. So my teachers would call on me to read because I was a great reader. I thought they was picking on me too. Like, man, when I get up here, these people gonna laugh me to death, and I ain't gonna want to come to school. And you wonder why I ditch or why I don't come to school and I'm late or I'm not in school to get what I'm supposed to get out of it. So, long story short, I had to go against my bully in freshman year, Proviso West Panthers all day. I know we got Pirates in here too. Love the East and West. On both sides.
We got Falcons in here too. Prosser Falcon. Prosser.
That's big shout out to Big
Earl's son went to Prosser.
And that was a thing, like getting over that hump was big for me. Like, not just because of the bully situation. We got teens that get bullied, cyber bully, all that happening. I don't agree with none of that. But it almost shut me down from being where I'm at now. My voice is my most
powerful.
Woo! And I pay bills with my voice. So just think how a young man in 6th grade to 8th grade was shut down from being able to speak. And this is my gift now. You know what I'm saying? So I was shut down, didn't want to talk in class, didn't want to do anything. And then I went to the point of I had situations where something in my vocal cords was happening where the air couldn't come through. So I had to have 6 surgeries. I came out of each surgery sounding like somebody different. And it was scary. The last surgery I had, when I came out of that surgery, I sounded like a demon to me. And I cried to my mom. I said, I want my voice. I just want my voice back. That's all I want. And I sat in a hospital, and all I could do was write because I couldn't speak. So I was writing then, didn't know it was going to turn into poetry. But when my voice got back, they couldn't shut me up.
Right.
Shut me up. You know what I'm saying? So I grew to love poetry because it gave me a different outlet from just rap. Rap had me, for me, in a box that I didn't know how to get out of. I was whatever the studio engineer, beat maker, producer made me. And I stayed in their format, and that's all I was. But when I stepped out the box and didn't need nothing behind me.
Yeah.
The testimony, y'all hear this? The testimony up in the building, y'all.
Shout out 3BM.
Listen. and what we want to know is that, man, you got me rolling, Jack. Out of all of that, we got a call. God bless you. This is the Love Line. How can I help you?
Good, cuz.
So what's going on, y'all? This is
Nina. I know Nina's voice.
Rose's wishes, Nina and Ram. So first of all, I'm a vet in the game over 30 years. Part of 3BM.
3BM?
Bless you. Now tell us what 3BM is. What's 3BM, sweetie?
3BM stand for 3 brothers in the mic.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. And that is cousin. I want to say I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Y'all make sure y'all be in the building tonight. Poetry will be going on.
Where we gotta be?
6609 Roosevelt Road, Monzies in Berwyn, Illinois.
Oh, down the street.
Yeah, down the street from
down the street.
Drop in on us.
Okay.
Bars finna hit the mic for real.
Okay.
I love you, cuzzo.
All right, I got someplace different to go on Thursday nights.
Love you. You got something to go. And Chris, thank you for being on our show last week. Appreciate it.
God bless you, sweetie. Yeah.
And you know you my girl. Love you guys.
Love you too.
All right.
Love you, cousin.
Feedback.
In that order.
That's how we get out. We appreciate your call, sweetheart. Bless you. Thank you. The love movement. That's what this is all about. Now, at the end of the day, did I hit the right button or the wrong? I didn't hit the button at all. You know what? You always laughing at me.
Hey, you know my man.
All right. So now you saying your voice pay bills and pay, get you whatever the case might be. Now you out of your voice and the rap game you've been into, you was able to start a program.
Yep.
For the schools. Tell us how that went.
I say this.
You come into
I didn't actually start the program, but my gift had allowed me to be seen in places where I wasn't even in. YouTube helps all that. So I was getting a YouTube video of mine played in school systems without me being there. And the teachers would tell me, I asked for my permission to do it. So story long, short, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Same way.
Same.
So they had already, I mentioned Mama Brenda earlier, had a program for young ladies called Color Girls Are Cover Girls. We wanted to build up the beauty in the young, brown skinned girls to let them know they're beautiful as well, because a lot of them don't get that. So we were on that program it's been around for about 14 years easily. So they invite me in and I speak with the young ladies from a male's point of view and do spoken word for them. So as the After School Matters, there's a bigger organization that came into the neighborhoods trying to sponsor programs that happen after school. What are the kids doing after school to keep them out of the Chicago communities doing wrong? So Color Girls got in there first. And then I kept saying to myself, like, man, we can't leave the bros out, so I would say that, just planting seeds. Never had no intentions on being where I'm at with it. So when the opportunity came to this lady, Miss Ruby, that's my supervisor over there, and she said the first person they thought of running the males program was me. Right across the board wanted me. So they came to me with the script about being the lead instructor. And at that time, I didn't know nothing about instructing. No teams.
Right.
I can talk to them all day, but instructing, getting the what you call
delegating tasks.
What you call that? The protocol, not the protocol. The
curriculum.
Curriculum. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Get the curriculum together. I'm like, oh man. So I'm like, I'm gonna trust God though on it. I ain't finna turn it down. But I said, let me give me some moments to think on it. And I prayed about it. And she called me. They said they need an answer soon. And I'm big on taking my time, but I don't want to miss out on things. But I don't like being rushed to do things that might not be right for me. So I kind of still, I get at y'all. That's what I gave them. So she said, all right. Well, it's Friday. We need to have a discussion. I said, let's just go with it. If it don't work, I'm cool with saying I can't do it. I'm cool. I back out and select somebody else for y'all. So that day, it was 2017. I showed up at the school and they had my name, Mr. Moe, on the door. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it was that day. It's starting for me. And this young man, he said, man, I'm nervous. I said, me too, young man. We're going to come in this together. So we walked down the hallway. I sat him down and the young men came in. And from that moment on, I knew, and this was on the west side of Chicago, where young men was looked at like, they probably look like that a lot. I'm just saying that this neighborhood I was in, they were looked down upon, frowned upon, and the worst of the worst. Cool, give them to me. All right. Let me just share some love on them my way. And they let me have the classroom. And from that moment on, I was only with the high schoolers and the 8th graders, but the 4th graders would come in and sneak in my room just to hear. So even 4th graders at that time, now they're able to be in my program now. Okay. 8th graders on the high school. So I was planting seeds, just being me and being there and being present and showing them what love looked like. And not just, like I say, not just saying it. I let them join me on Facebook and watch my movement. Not just saying, oh, Mr. Moe is this. I couldn't afford to see this person in school and then, oh man, you on my Facebook and I'm clowning. Oh, look at Mr. Moe, he telling us not to do this. He doing. I couldn't do that. Yeah. I'm letting out. I believe in holding my family to a standard when I move.
You're on a mission.
I'm very much on a mission. I'm on it, CB. You feel me? And the love movement is everything I'm about. Love is a cure to all. You can't make the perfect thing happen without the main ingredient, and that's love.
I disagree with you, but I love you.
I love you
and
more.
People, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just the words.
That's it.
I
know.
disagree with what he said.
Right.
But hey, man, I disagree with you. But I
still love you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I still love you. And this is the moves that we're saying. Like next week, you going to your daughter's graduation. That's the love movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we proud to see our kids achieve and see them go to the next level and whatever the case might be. They might not stay there, and they're gonna have bumps during the road. But at the end of the day, I love you.
Yeah.
I don't care. So and I get what you're saying, and what I used to go to bartenders. Is that what they call
Taylor?
Taylor Street.
Off Taylor Street.
And that was when you were starting out, and you know the game was Love Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Love Jones. That's honestly favorite.
When I went to bartend, I'm like, man, this is like that Love Jones.
That vibe.
Mm-hmm. And I'm saying he did HNIC.
Yeah.
He was running that thing, man.
You got bartend, you got Touch of the Past. He had Touch of the Past for many years.
Started.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Touch of the Past. Tuesday night.
People still talk about that.
I used to go every Tuesday.
I went from the we went from the basketball court in Forest Park. That's when I was staying in Forest Park. We used to hoop, and then after we hoop, we'll rap or read poetry.
Yeah.
And it was new to my guys. They're like, man, but I like it. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. So I'm trying to go to the open mic, right? So I finally went to the open mic. And I put my name on the list. And when they finally called me, man, I'm talking about shaking. I was so nervous, but I was in mode. Once I got on the mic, I'm cool. But before, like, if he don't get me up soon, I might leave. You know, that's how nervous I was. But the Touch of the Past, right? I'm out. Y'all catch me next week, right? But I'm glad I stayed. And from that moment on, Tuesday became my thing.
A thing, not just your thing. A thing.
A thing for a lot of people, and we're connected that way. Like I meet people still to this day in the shopping mall, wherever, and they come up, man, you that guy that used to be at the Touch of the Past doing, yeah, I'm him, yeah, good. And my kids always laugh at me. You act like you know everybody. I don't. But I can't afford for them to say I acted funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. That's not us.
But it ain't about knowing everybody. It's about them identifying with your art.
And
identifying with your craft. And when people identify with you, that's something special. That don't take that lightly, big brother.
I don't.
And because you know you're pushing a product.
And see, the kids, they talk about you, they laugh with you, but at the end of the day, they are watching you. And they are inspired by it. I noticed that. I found out, you know, later on, you know, things that my youngest daughter may have said about me, or my oldest daughter said to my mother, said to other family members, stuff that I would have never thought that they questioned about me or whatever. But the fact is, they watch it.
I'll be glad when you get back in the game real happy, because that's what attracted me to you as a kid in high school, and how dedicated you were, and your lyric speaks for itself. See, when a person can understand what you're saying, it's a difference than just stuff running out your mouth. But now you got a message, you got a product that you putting out there, and you need to get back in the game. That's all I'm gonna say with you.
That's it.
But at the end of the day, you at Touch of the Past, then you go to bartend. How did you get?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish because there's a few before that one.
Go. I want you to tell your story.
So no, I want to make sure I answer your question. You feel
okay.
me? Respectfully, Touch of the Past didn't work for what we was on. So I wanted my own open mic. So you can't stop me from getting on the list if I got my own open mic. You feel me? So you may not want to see or hear momentum that night. I want to hear momentum. So let me take my like LeBron
take your show on the road.
Take
your show on the road.
Right. So we went at this time, and I know y'all familiar with it. It was called the Town and Tap. Before Blue Note. That's when we had it. Eddie and them gave us an opportunity up there. So we in there blessing the people with the mic. And one particular night, my brother Odyssey was there, and he said the N-word. And the guy, you know, at that time, I don't know his name. It was the other guy was with Eddie.
Fred?
He wasn't out color.
He was Frank.
Frank. I think that's who
Frank's the owner.
He shut the mic down. Bow. No. We like, it's open mic though. Ed, you know what we about. Oh, he can't say this, he can't say that. I'm like, it's closed mic then, and we open mic. You know what I'm saying?
They
you
said
trying
the N-word all day and all night at the
day.
video
I'm like,
now.
So we like, all right, we gotta move, pick up. So my Dickie peoples down the street at Mike's bar.
Mike's. Ooh, man, we was talking about that
Yes.
today. They had the best chicken and
Best
catfish.
chicken and catfish.
Yes.
Get it coleslaw with the salad.
What? Man, we had that joker jumping on Thursdays. I mean, people would come from everywhere and hit because you right off the expressway. Bing, bing, pow, right there. And that was the gold mine. Once we got that going, we was like Indian everywhere. Like people were calling us, man, you want to come do our set over here?
Right.
We was down at the Brown Sugar for a little bit at the off of California. We was at the Bar 10. We was at Rams and them. They had us in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah,
we had the Travel Lodge when it was the Travel Lodge down in
Right,
Manhattan. We was just like Indian everywhere that they wanted us to be heard. And then we got the Bougies, where it's Mike's now. Mike's, I think it's called Mike's now. But we done been places, and for the most part, it's been beautiful. But in each situation, I'm saying this respectfully, greed always finds its way in. Whether it's on the part of who we're working to get in with, or the ownership, or whoever it is.
The backstabbers.
Greed always. Because we gonna build. If you give us a foundation to build, we'll build it up. Because I placed the first brick perfect. So anything after that, the foundation is set. Right. So once you get the foundation set and solid, it's on then. And then things need to be renegotiated, or the greed. Oh man, y'all need to pay for this now. No, right. We can't move backwards. If I'm evolving, I want to evolve, and I want everybody to eat. I'm not greedy like that. I won't eat, but I stay hungry.
We'll do this outside.
Yeah,
we ain't got to do this in here. We'll do this outside.
Right. Anywhere. We can post it up on blocks. You feel me?
I'll get on the bus.
Hey.
You know what?
Hey.
It'd be so funny. I'll be looking at these kids. They be dancing on the trains. And I'm like, they saying, you ain't gonna stop us.
Right.
You're not.
You gotta be.
Don't give up.
Never.
You're not gonna stop us. It's very important that our kids need to know, or the people in the audience need to know, who are your mentors? Who are the people that inspire you?
My inspirations, Mama Brenda. I'm gonna speak on her always.
All right, now tell us who she
Mama
is.
Brenda was a well-known activist and poet from here in Chicago. Outstanding woman that spoke exactly what we speaking on: love and empowerment, encouraging our youth and anybody else. We would go all across town speaking into the neighborhoods that was crack infested at that time. Just go and speak to people, speaking life into them. That's where Speak Life came from. So I always give honor to that. But my inspirations I'm going rap now. Rakim, LL, and Big Daddy Kane was my top 3.
Oh yeah.
And Jay-Z came in and brought me another level of the game. Like to me, he's a poet. That's what I hear every time I hear Jay-Z. I grew up on Pac, and Pac was my, gave me that thug vibe and that whatever I needed from what Jay-Z gave me.
I love that song, man.
Jay-Z gave me I got to reach and get up. I got to get up to that level. He set a bar for me and a standard that's why in poet I wanted to be. Anytime somebody mentioned poetry, I want my name to be in the same sentence. With not being cocky or arrogant, I just felt confident in myself enough to say, when they mention poetry, I want them to remember Momentum.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that.
And that's what happened. And that's how I evolved to, like I said, I can live off of it. It ain't always good. I never lie. I don't want no kids believing, I could just jump out there and be a poet and make it. You can eventually.
Well, tell the kids, what are some of the struggles? What are some of the
struggle
challenges?
for me? The biggest challenge is people don't respect your worth as much as you may think you're worth. Your worth, you may feel you're the top dog, and I feel I am, but everybody's not gonna respect your worth the way you see it. So my what they say, the prices went up. Prices went up.
Yeah.
After COVID, prices went up. Before COVID, my prices went up. So it was going up. But for certain people, I do what I do. I'll do it. I do this for free, but I can't let everybody know. Here, willing to do it for free. They'll throw we
free
got
tag
kids.
on you.
We got a bunch of kids out here that need you to, and everything comes with a price to it.
Right.
So what they're not willing to pay me, somebody else may be willing to pay me. But in the same breath, some of these people that didn't want to pay, per se, me and 3BM or me and Odyssey, but then go spend money for something else. that the kids ain't even getting no impact from, whether it be a band or they have different things they bring into the schools. What I'm saying is, even with me, we used to come in graduations, we used to come in Black History Month, and that wasn't enough, and I knew it. But I would take the check and let them know how we gonna get in here and get involved more. And it finally came. That came with After School Matters, but I'm still not done. I want mine.
Yeah, see,
I want mine.
And I tell people this all the time, attitude determine your altitude.
Ooh, and have it with gratitude.
And if you don't have the right attitude,
look at that. I like that one. You got an added line.
We're gonna have to put a beat on that. We're gonna have to put a beat on that.
No, but in reality, being a police officer, I had to have the right attitude to approach my people,
right,
in order for me to go to the next level, because some of those people don't understand the law. They didn't know about the law. I would go into a person's house on a domestic violence call and say, hey, if we lock him up or if we lock her up, it's going to take money out the house. So, because somebody got to go down there and get him out of jail.
Right.
Or then it's going to cause a dissension. Let me see if y'all can work this out. Y'all work it out. So I'll leave. I'll go about my business. I'll go. You guys work it out and it'd be better. Or why don't one of y'all just leave? Right. And then until it calm down or whatever. So you have to have the right attitude and what you're doing. And it's very important. What can you advise and then tell us how people can get in contact with you, because you're doing weddings and you're doing whatever you can.
Just did K-Love. That's my sis.
And he does photography. Yeah, and we didn't mention that tonight, but that's another niche.
I do a little something with the camera.
So, yeah.
To me, it's artistic. I love art in any shape or form. And when I first picked up the camera, I used to, and I might go back to doing that, I used to just take landscapes, pictures of flowers, pictures of animals that couldn't talk back. You know what I mean? But when I got to taking photography with people, it became a pressure. It didn't feel like a job no more, because you got people that they want your camera to make them
look amazing.
Look better than they look when they came out the house. I'm like, you want magic. You don't want a photographer. You want a magician.
I'm Beyonce.
I love my clients on that level too. But man, you was asking.
How can people get in contact with you, and what are the different, you can go
to my page on Facebook is Momentum with an E. I add an extra E. I got to get creative with it. So MoeMentum Garrett on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm Poet, POETN Motion, MOTION 3BM. Poet in Motion 3BM. I think I spelled it right. POETNMOE.
You got a lot of things going on, big brother. If you misspell it, we'll find you. They will find you, because I'm guaranteeing you, there's some kids out there on their social media. They will get with you and they'll tell, and their mama and daddy say, boy, come find this thing for me.
Right.
And they'll get over there and find it. But man, listen, God bless you, man.
God bless y'all,
and what advice? To lead us, what advice would you give young ladies and young men that's interested and that got a heart for to be a spoken word? What advice?
I got one even better, because we do got to close out real soon, and he can probably do this in a poetry form.
Okay.
So talk to the people and tell them what you need them to know, but do it your way.
Do it my way.
We're going to close it out.
Well, there we go.
All right. I grind hard every day. It feel like I don't never take off. And God said, if I stay focused doing him, see what I'm doing to take off and take flight. He said, if you hungry for a word, then take a bite. He said, he'll take my wrongs and make them right. Haters may hate. See, I tell them, take a hike. I'm scoring touchdowns. I'm scoring heavy, but I don't never take it light. And some may take it like I'm too cocky. I take it like God gave me the green light. So who gonna stop me? So take a seat. Let me put in work and watch me. Because I take it some been doing the world's way and it's looking sloppy. So take notes and try to copy, or take votes and see what folks gonna try to knock me. Instead, they try to take me out the picture, crop me and Photoshop me. But take heed, I ain't never gonna leave, see? Because God got me. So if you don't believe in you, then who will? God gave you a gift that's so hot, So why should you chill? Oh, I get it. It's the many critics told you stop, quit, and don't finish. Or maybe you thought it was your turn to put you on the back burner for a minute. Well, guess what? It's time to fly again, and sky's the limit. And it's all good if God's all in it.
Woo!
Yeah.
So y'all young kids, you heard what he just said.
Yes.
This is how we live here at the Love Movement. Listen, we treat people right. We treat people the way they want to be treated, but we never give up.
Never give up.
Yes.
Never give up.
Live
So
up.
this is the Love Movement. Thank you,
Thank y'all
Momentum.
for having me, Toya.
The hottest goddess,
Z.
money minded
My boy
Toya
C.
Capri. We all
Appreciate you.
good. Listen, man, y'all just don't know. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to 66. What?
6609 West Roosevelt Road, Berwyn, Illinois.
And what time y'all start?
We get
8
down.
o'clock, so
It's
we walk
open at
out
8
here.
o'clock. I'm going straight there.
Is it 8 o'clock?
So when y'all
Alright.
get a chance, pop on
I'ma
down.
go
We'll have a
freshen
live
up.
band and everything. Yes, sir. Come on down.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
freshen up and I'll be down there.
Let's get
Appreciate
it. If
y'all.
y'all in the area, come holler at us.
Roo, roo.
3 p.m.
Yep,
Right.
3 p.m. God bless you,
All day.
man.
God bless
Appreciate
you.
you.